Greetings, Lawrence from financialthing.com. It's a very chilly evening here in Poole. You can see the sun has set. I am cold, but I'm going to stand out here and tell you a little bit about my meetings that I had in London with several peer-to-peer companies. One of the meetings that I had was with Louis Schwartz at Loanpad. Loanpad just recently launched in beta mode. So they're really starting to ramp up their peer-to-peer lending platform. I really like Loanpad's offerings. I like the level of risk that they offer for the returns. I consider it pretty low risk. So I made a video about how to use their system, how to invest, and opening an account was very easy. It literally took me 3 minutes to do. So enjoy the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a line. I always try to answer every email myself, or you can send Loanpad an email or call them. They're happy to help you get your account started. So I hope you enjoy. Talk to you soon.
Greetings everyone, Lawrence here with financialthing.com. I recently traveled to London to visit several peer-to-peer companies. As an investor myself, I'm always on the lookout for new options to invest. Now, as you know, I always preach this, that there is no perfect peer-to-peer lending company. This is a new sector, relatively speaking, in terms of finance. Peer-to-peer companies are appearing all the time. I'm here to give you the straight-up information of what I discover when I go to meet with these companies. If I find something particularly attractive that I feel like I would like to invest my own money in, I want to highlight that for you and give you all of the information. One of these companies that I recently met was Loanpad. Louis Schwartz, you can see him right here, is the founder and CEO. I've sat down with Louis a couple of times over the last few months to talk about Loanpad and find out why I would want to invest my own money through Loanpad. Just to give you a quick background on Louis, he was a solicitor in the City of London, and he dealt with property development, bridging loan deals. So that was his legal background. He has a lot of experience in this field, which I love, because if you've invested through property development loans before through a peer-to-peer company, you'll know that defaults are becoming a big issue. To have somebody that understands the legal side and also being able to look at risk and lender risk, that's a huge advantage, and that's why I was really drawn to Louis and Loanpad. So let's talk a little bit about what Loanpad is, why you might want to consider investing through them. Loanpad is an auto investment account. Basically works the same way as Octopus Choice, Landbay. Put your money in, set what type of product you want to invest your money through, set up your auto investment settings, and you're done. You don't have to pick out loans, which is, by the way, extremely difficult. Picking out manually property bridging loans, it takes a lot of experience, and if you're going to do it correctly, a lot of due diligence. Loanpad takes that out of the equation. So if you're a novice investor, you just don't have a lot of time like me, the auto invest system is really good. What Loanpad does, they don't underwrite their own loans. They have a third-party lender, which will increase to multiple third-party lenders as the platform gets bigger. I've done some research on the lender, the first one that they're using, and this lender is providing source loans to Loanpad. So Loanpad doesn't underwrite anything. What they do is just the due diligence behind the loans. Now Louis, through his career of legal, being a solicitor, has had a relationship for over 12 years with this company, this finance company, so he's worked on over 300 deals with them on the legal side. So he's very familiar with the company. The name of the company is Handf, H-A-N-D-F, Finance. They've been operating since the 1980s. Very conservative, done a lot of deals. Here's their company's house information if you want to go look at them. Incorporated 2nd of April 1980. And look at their filing history here. All of their accounts are listed, just keeps going back on and on since the 1990s back to the 80s. So you can go really take a good look at the lending company, which is imperative in peer-to-peer lending. To have a stable lender is incredibly important. Reduces your risk so much. So Louis is working with HAMF to source loans to you. Just a quick background again on HAMF. They have about a £60 million loan book as of February 2019. They're hoping to increase that loan book up to about £100 million. It is family money, so this is not a big corporation. They're using their own finances to lend on property deals. They have a sweet spot loan amount of about £1 million per loan, so they're not doing anything that's too big. Their max loan amount is about £3 million. They only lend against developments that they can step in and finish if the development goes into arrears. What that means for you is you don't have a company that's having to go in and finish a 12-story building that is very difficult to manage. HAMF tends to lend on smaller developments between 2 and 9 units that are incredibly manageable if they do go into arrears, which, by the way, doesn't happen very often. They have a very low default rate on their loans. Something I really love about HAMF, they put skin in the game. They have between 25% and 50% of their own money into each loan. Again, that decreases your risk because it lowers the loan to value. HAMF lends at rates of between 8 to 12%, so they're not cowboy lenders. They're not loaning to somebody at 20%, which presents a high level of risk and default risk to you as a lender. They tend to lend on developments that will sell units up, sort of in the £700,000 range. So you're not dealing with huge mansions or anything unmanageable in the selling price range. So that's a little bit of a background for HAMF. You can go check them out on Companies House, which I recommend you do. So Loanpad's products work like this. There's only 2 products. They're very simple. I'll make another video showing you the dashboard and how it works, but I'll just give you a quick overview. They have a classic account, which is easy access, target rate of 4% per annum, pays interest daily, free to exit should demand and supply give you access to exit. Never a guarantee in peer-to-peer lending, just as you know. But if there is availability, you can get out for free. The Premier account, target rate of 5% per annum. It's a 60-day access account. It means you give 60-day notice. If there's availability, you can access. Pays interest daily. There's also an option if you need to get out early, you can do that by paying a 0.5% fee, again based on demand and supply. I like that if for some reason you need quick access to your money, you are able to get out. So, in my opinion, I think Loanpad is an extremely low-risk option where you can get decent returns. Important thing to know about Loanpad. Why do I consider the risk low? First and most important reason, Loanpad is the senior tranche holder on every loan. Now think about that. If you have a lender that has skin in the game of between 25 and 50%, and then Loanpad is the senior tranche holder before the lender, that is reducing your risk immensely. Because, for example, of a £1.6 million loan, Loanpad may have the first tranche of only $400,000. You're at a 40% loan to value. So that means if the loan goes bad, all Loanpad has to do is recover the $400,000 of a development loan of $1.6 million. So risk is very much reduced. Some of Loanpad's loan to values are in the 20% range. So risk, again, very, very manageable and very low. I've asked Louis questions. First obvious concern to me is, well, if you only have one lender sourcing loans, is that a good place for a peer-to-peer platform to be so reliant? And Louis told me, look, Lawrence, I've been working with this lender for such a long time. I trust them to provide well-sourced loans. They want to increase their loan book. And then Louis said once lender demand on the investment side increases, he'll be able to introduce more of these lending sources onto the platform. So he wants to keep it manageable to begin with because they are a new peer-to-peer loan company. You don't want to have too many loans on the platform at the beginning. So that's the basic information of Loanpad. I'll cover the dashboard, how to use it on another video. But if you have any questions, feel free to direct them at myself or go to Loanpad, contact them directly, call them up, have a chat with them, see how you feel, and go from there. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave a sign up link below. Take care.